talking about the cell cycle and mitosis, and these are the following objectives, where I'll be talking about the properties of the cell division in prokaryotes and eukaryotes, and the difference between the cell division in prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, and the key steps in the cell cycle, and at the end the main processes in mitosis. The cell division, where the cell divides to produce two new daughter cells, and there is three types of cell reproduction. In prokaryotes it has the binary division, which divides to form two new identical cells, and in eukaryotes it has the mitosis, where cell growth and replacement or repair of damaged cell occurs, and also meiosis. The binary division, which occurs in prokaryotic cells, division has three main steps. At first, the DNA replication, where the DNA is copied and results in two identical chromosomes, and moving on to the segregation of chromosomes, where two chromosomes separate and move apart, and at the last the cytokinesis, where the cytoplasm divides, forming two new cells, and not to forget that each new daughter cell is genetically identical to the parent cell. The interface, where the DNA replication and period of growth between cell division occurs, and it has three phases: the G1 phase, where the size of the cell increases, and the S phase, where the replication of chromosomes occurs, and there are two strands called sister chromatids joined by a centromere, and at the end the G2 phase, where the organelles double and cytoplasm forms, and all other structures needed for mitosis form. In eukaryotic cell division, where the DNA found on chromosomes located in nucleus of cell, moving on, there are two main steps. At first, the mitosis, which is a process that divides cell nucleus to produce two new nuclei, and each with a set of chromosomes, and the second step is the cytokinesis. The mitosis has four steps, and they are the prophase, metaphase, and anaphase and telophase. In prophase, the chromosomes becomes visible, and the nuclear membrane disappears and spindle forms, as shown in the figure below. Moving on, in metaphase, the chromosomes line up on the equator of the cell, and spindles attach to the centromeres. And in anaphase, the sister chromatids separate and move to the opposite poles, and centromeres divide. In telophase, the chromosomes uncoil and nuclear membrane reforms, where the spindle fibers disappear, as shown on the figure below. And at the end, the cytokinesis, where it occurs at the end of mitosis, where the division of cytoplasm occurs to form two new daughter cells, which are genetically identical. And these are the summary of the cell cycle. Thanks for listening.